Hey everybody, and welcome to another one of my contest entry build videos. Now this entry was for a mini contest run by Deurklink. Deurklink, if you don't know him, he's a RCT YouTuber, definitely one of my favorites. He runs a Discord server where they hold monthly contests as well as these mini contests which are held, between 1 and 3 weeks apart. He's also got some multiplayer stuff happening there too, so I'll put a link in the description below to his Discord server and his YouTube channel. Yeah, if you haven't already, definitely make sure you go check him out. He's really good at RCT. So anyway, this entry was a Gerstlauer Bobsled build. Now, I knew nothing about Gerstlauer Bobsleds. I'm not sure if I've even heard of them before this contest. So I had to do a bit of research to figure out what they're all about. So basically, they seem like they're a bit of an all-in-one sort of coaster experience. They're renowned for their kind of banked curved drops, as well as a switchback section similar to a Wild Mouse coaster, and some of them also have kind of bunny hop sections, kind of just like at the end of the coaster I put here. So yeah, they're kind of a mixed bag, but apparently they're quite popular and they're fun to ride as well. Haven't ridden one before, but I think I'd quite like to after seeing some of these entries in the contest. But yeah, anyway, the one I went for here was, what I really wanted to do for this one was a Halloween theme. So I decided to make the main point, or the vocal point of this entry, a haunted mansion. So that's kind of what I'm just putting together right now. Yeah, I think the mansion turned out really nicely. I actually based it off the mansion in Duerklink's Megapark. Now Duerklink's put together, I think there's like 80 YouTube videos, of him putting this huge Megapark together. It's like the full-size map. It's like 250 by 250 tiles. It's insanely big, and it's a real work of art. So yeah, that's where I got my inspiration from. The mansion that he has in his park is actually like 3 times as big as mine, but the design is very much based off his. So anyway, I made a few changes to the one he made. For one, I didn't put a glass pane behind all of the windows. I just decided to do, some of them. I thought that would make it look a little bit more, I don't know if realistic's the right word, but a bit more interesting rather than just the whole building lit up. So yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. The coaster itself, it's got a bit of a curved bank drop to start with, and then straight up into block breaks that kind of lap around. Then you've got a steep drop into the mansion itself. Within the mansion are the switchbacks. Usually the switchbacks on a real Gerstlauer don't seem to be underground or within an enclosed space, so that's probably not completely accurate of how a real Gerstlauer should be, but I thought it would be fun to kind of have it as representative of a ghost train, I guess, that went through the mansion. Yeah, I think it looked pretty good. So yeah. So then after the bit in the mansion, you got a few more kind of swooping drops there, a couple helixes, another big drop down onto the ground level, and then up into the block breaks, and then a couple little bunny hops to finish it off, and as well as one final helix element just before you get back into the station. I just needed to make that final bit of station a bit longer, so final section a bit longer, I should say. The first part of the coaster was just going to be a quick drop into the lift hill, but I wanted to extend it a little bit just to improve the overall flow of the coaster, and I'm pretty glad I did that. I think I think it looked pretty cool actually, just having that extra kind of helix and that interesting little section just before the lift hill. So yeah, I was happy with how that turned out. So with the bunny hops, I wanted to kind of put some not near miss elements, but I wanted to put both the drops as if they were about to fall into the water. The first one actually, it's some of that green goo from the spooky set So yeah, I thought that was a pretty fun idea. So yeah, I was happy with how that turned out too. Halloween, of course, you need your pumpkins. So I used the balloon stalls to, replicate some pumpkin piles, as if it was a little pumpkin patch sort of thing. Not enough space for a straw maze, unfortunately. Sorry, a corn maze, I should say. Unfortunately, but that's alright. I still think there was enough other details in the park to make up for it. So the station itself for the coaster. So the contest was held last week. I ended up getting 10th place out of 20, which I was quite happy with. One of the criticisms of my entry was the station building, which, looking back on it, is kind of, bland, a bit one-dimensional. I probably should have put in a few extra little sections to it, or at least not made the roof just a boring triangle. I could have put in a few extra extensions or something. Maybe, yeah. I put like a few kind of stairs out one side of them, down to some junk in using the mine theming objects. But yeah, probably could have done a little bit more in hindsight. But yeah, it's actually what a few people suggested I should have done is made the mansion the station building for the coaster. Yeah, I probably could have done that as well. But by the time I thought of that, I was kind of already committed to what I put together. But yeah, anyway, maybe next time. So yeah, a lot of this video has just been kind of detailing. I actually skipped over a fair bit of it as well. I think I spent roughly 6 hours putting this thing together. The thing that took the longest was definitely all the trees and the kind of ground shrubs. I spent quite a lot of time going back and forth just with trees, as you can see. I wanted to make sure like various elements of the coaster you could definitely see, because yeah, I was pretty happy with some of the coaster layout, so I wanted to make sure you could see it, so I had to be strategic of where I put my trees. But yeah, I just used a multi-dimensional track as the catwalk, and yeah, there's a bit of support work, some basic stuff, but anyway. So that's going to be just about it for this video. We're going to finish off with a little ride on the layout. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Cheers, bye.